A ver si se conecta eso. Se va a estar 11 segundos. All right, we're live.
Hello, hello. We are Uriel and Carmina, and together we are Nova Pangia.
Thank you for joining us tonight. It's the 5th show of our Together in Harmony Dallas 22 festival, and we're happy to be here. And we call it Time.
So it's time to start.
That's
And this first song is called Volar. It's an original song, and volar means in English fly. So it's time to fly. It's time to go after our dreams. So let's fly.
En cajas de cristal veía transcurrir las horas de mi vida, muy lejos de vivir. Quería descifrar qué camino seguir, y en esta intersección yo elijo volar, viajar volando y llegar al sol, soñando. Ya las alas extendí, mil maneras de llegar, sin dejar de persistir. La respuesta está en amar. En la vida hay que luchar. He llegado a comprender que al jugar, ganar, ganar, se alinea todo tu ser. Si yo soy inspiración, mi verdad se hará escuchar y nace del corazón esta fuerza de volar, viajar volando y llegar al sol, soñando. Sin dejar de persistir, vuela siempre sobre el mar. Ya las alas extendí, mil maneras de llegar, sin dejar de persistir. La respuesta está en amar. Llegar soñando, llegar soñando, llegar soñando. Era dreamer, era dreamer, era dreamer.
Yeah,
There we go.
that was fun. So thank you everyone for joining us tonight. And
The
next
next song is actually a classic. We love it, and now it's really we chose all these pieces that are chosen to kind of explore the concept of time, and what do we do with time, and where are we going if we don't use the time wisely. And this song was actually released in the 70s
By Kansas?
by a band called Kansas, which I really love. I had the opportunity to actually see him live in San Antonio back in 1999. So it was a really great experience. So anyway, so the song, what I like about the song is that it gives you the opportunity to explore and question yourself about the time frame that we have. In a way, it's a little bit of vanity of not having more time once you're gone, but also the ability to make a reflection of what are we doing with this precious time that we have.
Yeah, it talks about how brief our existence is here in this life and on earth, and that we're just passing by,
Basically,
such
that's
as
what
the
it
lyric
is.
says, right? So thank you, Juanita, thank you for joining us.
Oh, Juanita,
Just
gracias
watching
por
us.
estar aquí
And this is,
from the Greater North Texas Hispanic Chamber of Commerce.
yes,
Yeah,
thank you. We were at the Cinco de Mayo,
Cinco de Mayo
and we got
Fest.
found there. Thank you.
Not that long ago. So anyway, so this song is called Dust in the Wind.
Close my eyes, only for a moment, and the moment's gone. All my dreams pass before my eyes, a curiosity, dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Same old song, just a drop of water in the endless sea. All we do crumbles to the ground, but we refuse to see. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Don't hang on. Nothing lasts forever but the earth and sky. It slips away, and all your money wants another minute by. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind.
There you go, Dust in the
Yeah.
Wind. It's a classic.
So,
I remember when I heard the song for the first time. This song and also Imagine, because of the guitar, and it was like, oh, and then the violin. I was like, oh, I like that band. And I remember the album.
it's a little bit sad, but in certain way, it's so beautiful that make us think about our
Yeah, but if you put it
life.
in perspective, I mean, not all songs need to be happy all the time. I mean,
Exactly.
In this song, again, it brings the opportunity to make a reflection of how much are we nothing. I mean, how I mean the all the materialistic side of the humanity and all the thoughts, the dreams, where are they going?
Oh, let me say hi to everyone here. Thank you. Gracias, Ana Silvia.
Hey, Ana Silvia.
Gracias, te queremos mucho, mucho. Dice tía Dudu, muchas gracias. Ya sabemos quién eres. Hola, hola, buenas noches. Qué padre volver a escucharles. Gracias y qué padre y qué hermoso volver a reunirnos, verlos aquí. Sentimos su presencia, su buena vibra. Thank you so much. Janelle Crabtree, thank you. I love that song. That's super cool to have you here with us. And so, well, just we're enjoying every time that we see your comments. We imagine that you're here in this space with us. But soon, on July the 16th, we're going to have our in-person concert for this festival. So you will have all the details soon. And the next song, we prepare for that one. The next song is in Spanish. And this song, it's a cover, was written by Rosana. And it talks about the time that we always going to get in time to our destiny. And it is called Llegaremos a Tiempo. And, well, it doesn't matter how hard is life, how many obstacles we need to pass on. It's on us to get on our feet, and then come and actually take the path that we feel here in our hearts.
And going back to the concept of time, this song has a very, well, the lyrics are beautiful, but there's a part of the song that I personally like. In Spanish says, que la vida son dos trazos y un borrón, which means because life is two brush strokes and then you're gone. So it's really kind of what life is all about. You know, time passes by. Sometimes you don't even know that suddenly you're 50. Like me, I'm going to be 50 this year.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I made it. Well, I don't know. I hope I make it.
Just starting life.
Yeah, I started, fresh. But unfortunately, not for everybody. And that's why we want to dedicate this song to the people that they have gone, that transcended, but also the people that are left behind, that are right here in this world. That it's a promise, a pledge to do the best we can to make this a better world. Who's there?
So this is, Daniela, muchas gracias, qué bonito. Muchas gracias, tu comentario. This is Llegaremos a Tiempo.
Si te arrancan al niño que llevamos por dentro, si te quitan la estrella y te cambian de cuento, no te tragues la pena, porque no estamos muertos. Llegaremos a tiempo, llegaremos a tiempo. Si te anclaran las alas en el muelle del viento, yo te espero un segundo en la orilla del tiempo. Llegarás cuando vayas más allá del intento. Llegaremos a tiempo, llegaremos a tiempo. Si te abrazan las paredes, desabrocha el corazón. No te permitas que te anude la respiración. No te quedes aguardando a que pinte la ocasión, que la vida son dos trazos y un borrón. Tengo miedo que se rompa la esperanza, que la libertad se quede sin alas. Tengo miedo que haya un día sin mañana. Tengo miedo de que el miedo después pueda más. No te rindas, no te sientes a esperar. Si robaran el mapa del país de los sueños, siempre queda el camino que te late por dentro. Si te caes, te levantas, si te arrimas, te espero. Llegaremos a tiempo, llegaremos a tiempo. quede parado, desabrocha el corazón. No permitas que te anude la imaginación. No te quedes aguardando a que pinte la ocasión, que la vida son dos trazos y un borrón. Tengo miedo que se rompa la esperanza, que la libertad se quede sin alas. Tengo miedo que haya un día sin mañana. Tengo miedo de que el miedo te eche un pulso y pueda más. No te rindas, no te sientes a esperar. Solo pueden contigo si te acabas rindiendo, si disparan por fuera y te matan por dentro. Llegarás cuando vayas más allá del intento. Llegaremos a tiempo, llegaremos a tiempo. Solo pueden contigo si te acabas rindiendo, si disparan por fuera y te matan por dentro. Llegarás cuando vayas más allá del intento. Llegaremos a tiempo, llegaremos a tiempo.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
song
we
is
will
beautiful.
get in time.
It's a beautiful song. Beautiful song. Beautiful lyrics. All right, time to thank our sponsors.
Thank
Without
you.
them, this wouldn't be possible. They're right there on the screen. Please take the time to go and check their websites, like them, like their pages, promote them, because that's how things happen. We need to collaborate. Everybody is on the same boat. And also, if you want to become a sponsor, that's our contact for you guys to give us a call, send us an email, and we'll be in touch with you to talk about sponsorships for this festival, Together in Harmony Dallas 22.
Well, so talking about time, this song is an original one. It's called Dreams in White.
Yeah.
And this is a song to create awareness about animal extinction and due to the climate
To the
change.
climate change.
So you tell us about your inspiration when you were
Well, I was
you were
8.
years-
I was 8 when I wrote the music, but I didn't know how to, what kind of words put into that melody. Years later, 30 years later, literally 30 years later, I knew about climate change and how much we are changing the life of other people and how much we're damaging. We're contributing, because it's not all humans, but we're contributing to make this world unhealthy for everybody. And that's why we wrote this song. The song, and now let's go back to the idea of time. The song happens, the story happens in 2090, just 10 years after the polar bear disappears. And there's a conversation between daughter or son and mom, and he asked her what happened back in 2022. Why do you guys didn't do anything? I mean, the polar bear is gone. How many other species are gone? And that's what triggered the idea for me to write a song about this. And also kind of see myself in that little kid, in that little 80-year-old little Urielito, in the future. But that's the whole concept of the show today, is the idea of the concept of time, and how much we are all related or bonded through time and space. Whatever we do here, whatever we don't do, whatever we say, whatever we don't say is going to impact the future. How that is our legacy. I mean, we all have to choose whether it's good for good or bad. So
Yeah.
this song is called Dreams in White.
He said, Mommy, I always wanted to know what's a polar bear. Did they really ever exist? Did you ever see one alive? I'd like to know what happened, Mom. Sometimes I wonder, son, what we didn't do things right to keep the polar bear alive. Ooh. Sometimes I wonder how man forever changed the air. Ooh, this change we always regret. 'Cause the air was waiting and we covered our ears. Bears were drowning and we covered our eyes. They asked for mercy and we let them die. Ooh, I remember well seeing the last one on the loose. He vanished right before our eyes. He was the king of ice. Now go to bed, son, and close your eyes now, and you'll see that in your dreams. Oh, I can see them now as they walk in the snow. Do you see them now? Look, they're playing with their cars. Far away, na 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 na. Na 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 na. 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 Na 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 Na na na
There you go, Dreams in White.
Yeah, thank you, gracias Ana. Sí, es una canción triste, pero como decía Uriel también, pues la verdad es que no necesariamente una canción tiene que ser feliz, ¿verdad? Esta es una historia real y lo estamos viviendo y esta es una historia desde la perspectiva de un niño de aquí a 50 años. Quién sabe si exista otra vez el osito polar, ¿no? O cualquier otra especie.
Esperemos
So
que sí.
we need to ask ourselves how we are spending our time
Hola, Ana Silvia.
and who with. Hola. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Juanita. Thank you.
And so we're still in time. We need to, just to recap every single day what we're doing in our daily lives. Just small actions could change
And
life.
now it's time to move forward to the last part of the show. And well, we sing music, we sing songs, but also we read books. And we chose these two books. These are recommendations for the whole concept of time. Both of these authors are one of my, some of my favorite writers. The first one is an Argentinian writer, also poet,
Jorge Luis
Jorge
Borges.
Luis Borges. And when I read this book in Spanish, The Aleph and Other Stories, I was so impressed by the way he combined. He makes you actually uncomfortable because you need to ask the question, okay, wait, is this just reality? Is this the past? This is the future? He kind of blends the whole concept of time to make it infinite. But in a way, it's also telling you, okay, although you don't know where you at on time and space, you have a time and you have something to do with that time.
Exactly. And sorry, I'm reading some comments here. And I don't know, we were talking about this book with Jorge Luis Borges, and he influenced this movement of the realismo mágico. I don't know exactly. It is a magic realist movement.
Realism, yeah.
Realism movement, and he was always make us think about the time by confusing us in our just making us feel that the reality or it was a fiction.
That's right.
Or the fiction was our reality.
And then the second book, it's called Momo. Another one of my favorite writers, Michael Ende. And that was the second book that I read from him. The first one was A Never-Ending Story. And it has a lot of surrealism behind. His dad was Edgar Ende, one of the most famous painters. And the story is about this little girl who lives in this little village. But these weird people come into town to steal people's time. So now the kids, they're alone because all the elderly, all the adults, they don't have time.
Yeah.
They don't have time for them. They gave away the rights to use the time wisely. So this kind of brings us back to the whole concept of the show. We started with Volar, an original piece, kind of to explore the concept of time and how we apply that life, that time to our lives, and how we achieve our dreams while we can help others to achieve theirs.
Yeah. So pretty much we need to question ourselves also. Who is stealing time from us?
And
or
that's the
we
concept,
allow that.
And that's the concept of Dust in the Wind, which is, with the limited time frame that you have, what is next? Which leads us to the next show, the next song that we played, Llegaremos a Tiempo. I mean, life is short. You have to make the best out of it. And then the last song that you heard, Dreams in White, which is the question about being responsible, how much we care for the planet. And if we care for the planet, then we care for others to enjoy the planet that we have today and the future. And we tied it up with these amazing books, The Aleph and Momo.
We would like to invite our audience. I mean, if you know another book that talks about time, make us reflect about.
Or even if you read
about
these two books, please send us
your comments.
your ideas and stuff. Read us about enjoying life and be happy. So don't forget that music and books are together. Any kind of form of art is great. So who's there? Ana Silvia, thank you very much. If you like the show, please share it. That's the whole idea. We're gonna combine for future shows. It's time for to present the next show.
Talking about time, the next
about time.
one is going to make us reflect, make us question ourselves. Are we human beings, good human beings, or bad human beings? How is the humanity? So our show is called Humanity.
That's right.
Next.
The next show is going to be dark in a
Yeah,
way that
little
we're going to
bit.
do a little Rocky Sounds by Scorpions. We're going to perform our song Enough, which talks about children actually in war, used as child soldiers among other songs. The whole idea of that show is to what Carmina said, question the ability that we have to make a better world. How much are we helping others? How much are we saying? How much, should you speak up or should you stay quiet? Because quite often what happens is the ones that are actually making the bad things on the planet, they are the ones who are actually talking. They are the ones who are actually making plans. And the ones that they're peaceful, sometimes they just keep it to themselves, which ultimately they're helping the other guys. So we encourage you to be brave. Don't be afraid to talk and go for peace, go for love, and courage, and commitment to make a better world. So that's it. All right. Well, thank you guys very much.
Thank
Carmina.
you. Yeah, we hope you can join us next show and share this one, please. So see you next show.
Yeah, and thank you to Alex, who's
2014.
behind
Gracias,
actually,
Alex. Thank you.
behind the cameras and switching everything. Hopefully you guys like the show. Nos vemos el próximo sábado. Thank you for your hearts. Thank you for your likes. We'll see you next Saturday for the 6th show for Together in Harmony Dallas 22. And the show is going to be called Humanity. Thank you guys. Alex, bye-bye.
Stay tuned and Together in Harmony. Bye.
Together in